Let's prepare a vitrectomy. The procedure is the same for 23, 25 and 27 gauge. We will show you a 27 gauge one. First, let's hand over the sterile pack by your jumper. Open the pack, slightly tilted forwards. And start grabbing the pack with the trocars. The cassette with the tubing. And the bundle with the airline, the cutter, and the light instrument. The pack can now be scrapped. We begin with the cassette. Remove the wrap. Remove the cover on the short tube. Grab the infusion line. Remove the cap on that side here. Assemble the two lines. Then prepare the cassette in the shaft. Avoid any mess with the tubings before handing over the drop chamber to your jumper. Grab the cap and your jumper will attach the drop chamber into the BSS bottle. Ensure that the valve is always aiming downside. The drop chamber should be filled approx 50%. If it filled too much, you may lose stability. If it filled too low, you may also see some instabilities. As soon as the bottle is attached, push in the cassette. In the next step, we disassemble the bundle over here and start with the light instrument. Be careful with the fiber. Pull out the lens here and go to your desired connection, either loom 1 or loom 2. It's a magnetic plug. Then remove the illumination handpiece, so as the wiper, and feel free to scrap the plastic. Try always to avoid too much mess on the table. We go ahead with the cutter. Remove the wrap. Be careful with your handling. And remove the cover. Be careful. Avoid any bendings or damages to the cannula. Feel free to remove the plastic. Grab the connectors. Follow the coding, black to black, green to green. Black to black, all the way in. Green to green, all the way in. Since we are using a green screen technology for making those videos, the tubings may appear in black and white instead of green and black. Next, air delivery line with the 3-way stopcock. Remove the wrap. Check the 3-way stopcock first. Each arm indicates an open port inside this element here. So in that position, it means all lines are opened. If you prefer to start with irrigation only, we suggest 180 degree, so the straight irrigation line will be open and ready to use, and the air line is on standby until you want to have the air. Out of the trocar box, you have that short infusion line. Connect the infusion line to the 3-way stopcock. Then use the irrigation line from the cassette side and connect also the 3-way stopcock. So the irrigation side is now ready. The aspiration line from the cassette side is attached directly with the cutter. Finally, attach the air filter to the device on the air plug. Now, before performing a pre-op, you have two different options. Either you decide to put the infusion line and the cutter into a box or a bin and perform the pre-op. Or if you don't have access to such, you can also perform the pre-op before attaching the cutter and the 3-way stopcock, simply by connecting the irrigation line and aspiration line together. The pre-op is done into the vitrectomy function. For visual purpose, we removed the sterile cover from the screen. So we ensure that we are in the vitrectomy function, that the light of our desirement is switched on. We already prepare the air function. Press the play button here. So the air is already ready. Ensure, as always, that the infusion line is opened. And then we press the pre-op button to rinse the tubings. We recommend leave the trocar into its box until right before using them. This helps you to avoid any damages on the blade side, which may cause issues when inserting the trocars.